No frame is wide enough to capture the scale of the Himalayas. So we left behind the familiar and followed the mountains. From Bangalore to the heart of Uttarakhand. From roads to trails. And from Punna, the road would end. The rest of the journey had to be walked. 10 kilometers through forests, waterfalls and mountains, just to reach a valley hidden deep in the Himalayas. And when we finally arrived, we understood why every step was worth it. But this was only the beginning. Every journey begins long before the first step. For us, it started with a bed full of trekking gear, a few cameras, and a plan to travel deep into the Himalayas. Everything we thought we would need had to fit into these bags. After months of planning, the day had finally arrived. We were leaving Bangalore and heading towards the mountains. A few hours later, the world below us began to change. The city disappeared beneath the clouds, and somewhere beyond them were the Himalayas. We landed in Dehradun and from there continued towards our first stop, Rishikesh. Before entering the mountains, we spent our first evening beside the Ganga. As the sun went down, the lamps came alive. And for the first time, it felt like the journey had truly begun. As the evening descended, we gathered at Triveni Ghat for the sacred Ganga Aarti. With the river illuminated by countless lamps and chants filling the air, our journey began on a truly spiritual note. After the Ganga Aarti, we continued exploring the ancient temples around Triveni Ghat. The evening ended quietly, wandering through the spiritual heart of Rishikesh. The next morning, we left Rishikesh. From here, the journey would take us deeper into the mountains. Some journeys are measured in kilometers, some in prayers. The further we traveled, the narrower the routes became. The rivers followed us through the valleys, while the mountains rose higher with every kilometer. But the mountains are as unpredictable as they are beautiful, with landslides a constant danger along these narrow roads. One moment, the road is clear, and the next, the mountains can bring everything to a standstill. From Rishikesh, we followed the winding mountain roads, passing through the sacred confluences of Uttarakhand. At Devprayag, the Bhagirathi meets the Alaknanda, marking the beginning of the Ganga. Further ahead came Rudraprayag, where the Mandakini joins the Alaknanda. And here, our journey split in two, one road leading towards Gaurikund and Kedarnath, while we continued along the Alaknanda, passing through Karnaprayag and Nandaprayag. Every turn revealed another landscape, another valley, another reminder of just how enormous these mountains really are. As the mountains grew taller, we finally reached Joshimath, deeper in the Himalayas and closer to the Valley of Flowers. By evening, we reached Joshimath, and even our stay for the night seemed tiny, surrounded by these enormous mountains. This was no longer just a road trip. We were finally deep inside the Himalayas. By evening, we reached Jyotirmath, one of the four sacred mutts established by Adi Shankaracharya. Amid the mountains, this ancient spiritual center gave us our first glimpse into the deeper traditions of the Himalayas. We then visited the sacred Amar Kalpavriksha, believed to be one of the oldest living trees in the region. Standing beneath its ancient branches, surrounded by the quiet of the mountains, the place felt truly timeless. Our final stop was the Sri Narsingh Mandir, dedicated to Lord Narsingh, an important pilgrimage site in Joshimath. With the mountains surrounding us, we ended the evening with a peaceful visit before preparing for the journey ahead. The evening came to an end, but the next morning, we would leave the roads behind and begin the trek towards Ghamgharia. As night fell over Joshimath, the mountains behind our stay disappeared into the darkness. Only their silhouettes remained, reminding us of the vast Himalayas waiting beyond the night. Morning arrived with the first light touching the mountains, revealing the vast Himalayan landscape once again. With fresh energy and the road ahead calling, we said goodbye to Joshimath, and the journey continued towards Govind Ghat. We left Joshimath and headed towards Govind Ghat. The destination was getting closer, but the journey was about to become very different. After a long journey through the Himalayan roads, we finally reached Govind Ghat. From Govind Ghat, we took a shared taxi towards Pulna. The road became narrower, the valley deeper, until finally the road ended. At Pulna, our rucksacks found their own mode of transport. The mules would carry the heavy loads, but we had to walk. From here, there was only one way forward. On foot, 10 kilometers between Pulna and Ghangaria. Ghangaria, our destination for the day, sits at around 10,200 feet above sea level. The trail followed the mountains, with the river beside us. Waterfalls appeared around every few bends, and clouds moved constantly across the peaks. At times, it felt like the mountains were welcoming us, and at other times, they reminded us how much higher still had to climb. From above, the trail looked almost insignificant. But down here, every step counted. And just a few minutes into the trek, the mountains gave us our first glimpse of what was waiting ahead. From here, there was no rush, just one step after another, following the trail deeper into the valley. And just when we thought the trail couldn't get any more beautiful, another waterfall appeared along the way. After walking for a while, we stopped at one of the small tent cafes along the trail for a quick lunch. A simple meal, a short break, and then it was time to continue. The trail continued to wind alongside the river, crossing streams and bridges along the way. From above, the tiny trail and bridge looked almost lost among the enormous mountains. The higher we climbed, the more beautiful the alpine landscape became. Tall pine trees, green slopes, and the mighty Himalayas stretched all around us. As the kilometers slowly disappeared behind us, the landscape kept changing. Gangadiya is more than just a stopover. It is the base for two very different Himalayan journeys. And near the end of the trail, we came across yet another waterfall beside a small mountain campsite. And then the valley suddenly opened up. A vast open stretch surrounded by towering mountains with rows of tents scattered across the landscape. Beyond this little mountain settlement lie two trails, one towards the Valley of Flowers and the other towards Hemkund Sahib. After nearly 10 kilometers on the trail, we finally reached Ghangaria. Our journey into the Himalayas had brought us this far, and for the next few days, this little mountain village would be our home. But beyond Ghangaria was the place we had come all this way to see. The real adventure was about to begin.
क्या नाम है इसका?